Hey everybody, welcome to Ranting with Ricardo. We are here for another recap review of Sistas because it's my channel. I can do what I want. Go ahead and check that description box down below for all the links to a lot of amazing things, as well as I'm going to put it over here, links to vote.gov and vote.org, so you can be informed about all the things that are going on in your state, your city, your town, your county, your parish. You could be up to date about all the elections, all the people running, what their policies are, what's going to be on the ballots on every single election that you can vote in. If you performing your civic duty, i.e., voting, was not important, they wouldn't be trying to snatch your voting rights away. Okay. Now, also use those links to make sure you are either registered to vote, and if you're not registered to vote, if you can register to vote, or if you are able to vote, just click those links down below and do what you can, because it's on us to make sure that we the people are protected. Okay, now let's get into this. Before we get into Sisters, also remember hit that notification bell so you can be up to date about all the things that are going up on the channel, as well as hit the subscription button so you could be subscribed to me. Okay, hello, we love it, we love to see it. Now on to this recap, because boy, this episode was a mess. Jordan got broke up with. He having a pity party. Penelope giving him a call, encouraging him to calm down and be patient. And he asking about the baby, and she let him know the baby gone. And he then tells her, hey, me and Andy broke up. And Penelope is like, oh, that don't sound like her. And Jordan is like, oh, she broke my heart. And she's still like, you know what, this is perfect, because Jordan over here running for election. We got elections coming up. Y'all hit them links in the description box down below. Okay, check it out, make sure you're informed. Okay, if they didn't, if your votes didn't matter, they wouldn't be trying to snatch your rights away. And Penelope's sitting up here talking about, listen, you need to win both the election and Andy's heart. Like, let's be clear, let's keep it a buck, let's keep it a thou wow. This is a problem because Andy has to marry Crazy Gary, or everybody's lives is going up in smoke, all because Andy didn't know how to shut her mouth. You know, Tony and Rich pull up to Jordan's house to check on him. He in rough shape. Tony over there bumping his gums, popping his big mouth about Andy, and it's just like, you need to shut up. Now down to the bank, old boy who was supposed to be writing an article about Sabrina, is talking to her and showing her the article. She loves it. He think real highly of her. He asked her about the search for a sperm donor, and he offers his sperm. He offers his specimen, and he's like, listen, I was a sperm donor back in college, and I think we make great babies together. And she interviews him on the spot and even asks for a baby picture. And let's be clear, he's into her, but is Sabrina into him? We don't know. We'll see. Now, Miss Marie once again is popping her gums, talking about, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take my business elsewhere. So she walks into a conference room and threatens to take her business elsewhere to another firm again, because Andy and Hayden haven't found anything on her soon-to-be ex-husband. Hayden has found that her husband may have cheated on her with his assistant after, finding, hundreds of thousands of dollars in money transfers to an account in her name. Now, Miss Marie is like, why aren't you saying anything and letting Hayden show her up? And Andy leaves. Now, Miss Marie asked Hayden to meet her in his office for some extracurricular activities. And when Hayden get home, Tamara kisses him deep down in the mouth. And it's just like, ew. Ew. Because he didn't even brush his teeth. Like, he don't even keep a toothbrush down to the job, no mouthwash, no nothing. And it gets hella awkward when she finds a gray pubic hair in her mouth after, they kiss. And she starts to question him about it, so he flips to turn the table on her like, why you hiding your phone? What's up in your phone? What you been hiding for? Huh? This is such a soap opera. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, the writing makes no sense. But after a good talk with the creative director of the channel, Too Feisty, Mother Feisty, for the rest of y'all, if y'all don't know her, she be around sometimes. But we have our own conversations. I did really truly have to realize that Sisters is just a primetime soap opera. That's all it is. Like we got our daytime soap operas and then we got our primetime soap operas. That's why all this crazy stuff be happening. Okay, but it's just a soap opera. We're just gonna figure out what's gonna happen between Tamara and Hayden later. Okay, it's time for the baby shower. So if we get down to the baby shower, now Maurice wants to know why it looked like Pam's company is a sponsor, and is she pushing products at the baby shower? She might be. This is Pam. She gonna get in where she fit in. Zatima at home. Fatima, is real bothered because she didn't see herself going to a baby shower for her fiance, who the baby daddy for another woman is. Like, this is real ghetto. This is real hood. This is real ratchet. How sad. So Zach responds, he never thought he would be in this situation either. Nobody thought that Karen would do a hump and dump to two men on the like in the same time span for this anomaly of fertilizing two separate eggs in two separate sacs to have twins who only share one parent in common. Nobody thought that would ever happen, but here we are. And Karen is getting ready for her baby shower. She looked like fairy princess from hell, and she's not proud of the situation either. But her mother has to remind her, you have a strong support system. Okay. So down to the baby shower. Not Tony. Zach meets Tony and Rich for the first time. It's a cute little moment. And they ask him for advice about how to deal with Sabrina and Danny. And Zach is like, I'm gonna encourage y'all to expect the unexpected. Because truly, y'all gonna have to expect the unexpected. Because Rich, you might be up out the picture very soon. So Danny and Fatima catch up, and Danny is wondering, how she's doing. And they have a good little conversation about that. When the speeches begin, Karen is really emotional and is about everybody coming out to support her and the babies. And Andy shows up late. And we find out that Danny ain't heard from Andy in 2 weeks. And Tony and Rich are giving her the cold shoulder after she dumped Jordan. And at the shower, we learn that both babies will be girls. Zach and, Aaron are all smiles. Zach then kissed the belly and everything. Fatima isn't smiling. Karen asked Danny and Sabrina to be the godmothers of the twins and thanks Fatima in the role she will play in her babies' lives after seeing how good she is with Michael and how she holds Zach accountable for being a better father. So, everybody is getting there. Oh my God, you're such good people. Da 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 da. We're giving all we're love, love, ooh, 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 ah, ah. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. All those great things, right? After the nice moment between Karen and Fatima, Karen tells her that Andy broke up with Jordan. And then here comes the Hellraiser, also known as Scary Gary, Crazy Gary, all that stuff. Gary shows up and causes problems. And Fatima and Karen ready to jump him. And Fatima's like, really wondering why the hell is he here and telling him to get the hell out. And he tells Zach, and I quote, to put a muzzle on your bitch. Which then leads to, Zach taking off the jacket, ready to square up with old boy. And this is where Gary introduces Andy as his fiance. And it's just like, my God. Why? Just why, Andy? Why? Why would you do this? And we all know that she's doing this because he didn't threaten Jordan and a slew of other people if she don't stop working with them people about working with the F to be an I, or his Jordan's election will be ruined and all these other things. Once again, you got people like this who are working in the real world that are trying to pull these things. And just like I told y'all on my recaps, if they could get political over there, we getting political on Sisters. We can get a little political on this channel, and y'all go ahead and hit them links in the description box down below. Vote.gov, vote.org, hit them links. Make sure you're registered to vote. If you're not registered to vote, make sure you're able to become registered to vote, and you have until I believe October 15th to register to vote to be able to vote in the November election, but you also need to be registered to vote because that's a big election. You also need to be able to register. Need to be registered to vote in the little elections happening around your city, your town, your state, your county, your parish. If they didn't, if the votes didn't matter, they wouldn't be trying so hard to take them away, the voting rights away from you. So go ahead, hit them links, and make sure you're registered to vote. And listen, Andy's stupid. Andy's truly stupid. When it comes down to it, because you could have went and told the FBI and I that he's threatening you, but you won't. You shouldn't have been talking to your apartment or talking in that man's house, telling him about Penelope because you were told not to. Andy, excuse me, the right decision be there for Andy, but Andy refuses to take it or refuses to go down the right path. We're not gonna forget that all the bad things that ever happened in Andy's life pertaining to Gary, she was told to leave that man alone, didn't want to do it. She was told not to get involved with that man, did the opposite. Every time we tell you to do something as it pertains to Gary, she likes to do the opposite. And I can't stand it no more. But with that being said, I know the next episode is going to be a mess because we still going to be at the baby shower for a good portion of it. But with that being said, hit them links in the description box down below. Hit that notification bell and hit that subscription button. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.